Hello fellow DIYers, this is Elizabeth with Dandelion Soap, Doc Dandelion, coming to you. Today's DIY project from Dollar Tree is this silver serving tray. This is not very large. This is about an 8 by an 11 size tray. And what you're going to need is some white Waverly chalk paint to coat, and you will probably put 2 to 3 coats of the Waverly chalk paint. Make sure it's good and dry. I would recommend that you wash this with hot soapy water. The label, peel off as much of it as you can. You can use some baby oil to remove, or olive oil, any of your cooking oil, to remove any residue from the sticker, and then wash it in hot soapy water, and that should take off that label. A lot of times if you get hot soapy water on this label, a lot of times it will unheat, taking the glue with it. But if it doesn't, use a little baby oil to remove any residue, and then the hot soapy water, of course, will clean it up. Dry it real good. These edges are bent and folded over, even though it's metal, and it might have a little bit of water that runs out of that, so you just want to dry it as best you can. What we are going to be making with this is we are going to be making a Christmas tree countdown with a magnet. So, or you can use the smaller ones, which are the 1 inch, and there's 6 in a pack. We will be decoupaging the buffalo check onto this button and letting it sit. 4-quarter craft, she did this, I believe this year or last year, the Christmas tree countdown, and it was inspired by, or it might have been Lakeside. So anyway, let's get to it. At this point, we have our tray painted with our chalk paint, and we have not sealed it off or put a finish or antiqued it just yet. I am placing Mod Podge from the Dollar Tree as well. All of this is a Dollar Tree DIY project, and here I've put Mod Podge onto the button. I have a small piece of the buffalo check or gigum. Most of them are calling it buffalo check, and I'm just placing it onto the button. And then, as you see, I'm going to be Mod Podging the top as well. Now simply set your magnet aside and allow it to dry completely. And then once it's dry with the Mod Podge on it, you'll be able to cut out around the outer perimeter to make a perfect little button to go on your Christmas countdown calendar or dates. So you'll only use the numbers 1 through 25 on your tin. At this time, you want to antique-ish or fix your tray in any style that you want. If you're doing seal it off, most likely with Mod Podge. That way, it can be washed and it'll hold up for years and years and years without fading, and because the Mod Podge will dry clear. And 1 coat of Mod Podge is probably all I'm going to use on mine, but you have options to do 2 or 3 coats. Simply up to you. Set this, and that is, I put a pencil mark for every inch. You might see an extra pencil mark there, but that's before I got started. I have left myself an extra 1.5 inch border up here, because I'll probably put Merry Christmas up here and then start my numbers going down. These things are awesome. I've used them for years. I love them. Folk Art came out with them with Donna Dewberry years ago, and so I have found this font. This can be used on so many different applications. Reposition these, and they wash up real easy. And so basically, just go ahead and map out your numbers. Used them before, but wonderful, wonderful little wonders, and they do come in many different fonts. I have others. So I have decided to sketch out where I want my numbers, and as you can see, it's making the shape of the Christmas tree. And our button is now ready. I have already trimmed off the excess. It has been double Mod Podged, and it will magnetically be placed on the number. So there's your 25. Now I've sketched this out, I'll probably take my Sharpie paint marker and do my numbers. So now I took my black Sharpie paint marker and I have made all of my numbers and my days till Christmas, and counting down the 25 days of Christmas on your tray by using one of the easels from Dollar Tree. I have purchased a silver and a black, and I think I'm going to go with the black. I'm always drawn to the silver because silver and blue are my colors for Christmas. And making this a farmhouse style countdown, I have decided I'll use the black. And our general, as you can see right here, is $2 a spool. Is absolutely gorgeous, and I actually bought 2 spools of it because I knew I would use it. Easily repurpose a 5x7 picture frame easel that we've used from some of our DIY projects and just glue it on the back and make it an easel, or you can place you a jute twine hanger. If you do a jute twine hanger, please be sure that you glue it in this section in the middle, on this section. Don't glue it up here, glue it here, because you want it to sit against the wall. If you glue it here, it's going to make the tray swing outward and be all funky. It won't sit right. So if you want it flat, to lay flat against the wall, put your hanger in the middle of the tray in the back here. And here we are. And it's just something to be said. Christmas is not Christmas without a little bit of red, correct? So I have added just a little, one of the bells from the Dollar Tree bell packs. These were the red ones, and there are 20 pieces in here. So one little bell, just to kind of give it that little bit of something that it needed. Like I said, it's just not Christmas without a little bit of red. And this concludes our DIY project, the Merry Christmas Countdown, Christmas Tree Countdown, magnetic DIY Buffalo Check tray. And if you've not subscribed to my channel already, I certainly hope that you do. Please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It helps with the rankings and helps with me getting noticed. If you like this project and you think you have other friends or family members or someone you know that may enjoy this project, please share it with them. Until next time, I will see you. This is Elizabeth, Doc Dandelion, Dandy Soap, signing off.